We'll get it started tonight. We're gonna get into these 0-day setups and see what's cracking. Man, it's been an interesting week, huh? Y'all, how y'all feeling? Hope y'all good. Hope y'all been, playing these stocks accordingly. So first thing we're gonna get into today, we're gonna take a look at some setups for tomorrow. I actually I ain't had a chance to look at no charts since market close. So this will be my first time going through these setups with y'all. So I like when this happens because it's first time for me seeing some of these tickers today too. So haven't had a chance to do an after hours scan. So we'll do that right quick and see what's there. But also if there's tickers that you're looking at for tomorrow, we're looking at setups for tomorrow, 0-day opportunities. And so that's what we're looking at. D, you got your hand raised. What's up, bro? Jump on in, man. This real relaxed, so you can just jump in anytime. You on mute, my brother.
Okay. I'm in.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I thought you had a question.
Oh, I'm sorry, brother.
Okay. For sure. I ain't want to ignore you. That's all. Okay. All right. Well, we'll keep it rolling. So, real quick, we'll take a look at some inside 4-hour setups for tomorrow. And that's one of my favorite setups. I particularly like the 3-1-2 on the 4-hour. I think if you would have asked me what my swing trade setup, I'll say the 2-2 rev on the week. But I think these 3-1-2s on the 4-hour have worked, historically the best for me. But I don't discriminate. If it's a good setup for tomorrow, then I'm gonna take a look at it. So we was talking about this CCJ earlier today. We're gonna take a look here and see what this chart looks like. Yeah, that CCJ had a day today. So yeah, the CCJ looks bullish for tomorrow. I don't know much about this ticker, honestly. I think today was one of the first days that I was a part of any discussions on it. But just looking at the charts, it looks fire. We're gonna take a look at it. I don't know what sector it was in or any of that. Somebody remembers the convo from the day. It was energy stock. No wonder. Yeah. So again, right here on CCJ, I think you all see the setup that it's given us. We got the Chicago 3-1-2, one of my favorite 4-hour setups, setting up for tomorrow. So we'd take that 3-1-2 entry above 22.49. So for those of you that are new to the strat, we are looking for a 3-1-2 code. And so in order for us to achieve that and get the 3-1-2 code, price has to go above $22.49 tomorrow morning, which would then give us a 2-up on that 4-hour candle in the morning. And that would be our entry point. And then we would take that trade to a target that we can determine based on kind of looking at some of the different time frames and stuff like that. First target though, if you're just going off the 4-hour, would be 22.78. So you take that trade and take that short distance to the top of that magnitude, to the top of that wick. So that would be like your initial target just on that trade there. Then you got the top of that range, which is at 22.85. So that usually gives an area where, it could bump its head. So CCJ doesn't look bad. I'm going to set the alert for it and check out some contracts later and see if there's any contracts, worth taking advantage of tomorrow. Actually, you know what? Let me take a look at that now. All right, so yeah, we got weeklies. So typically what I'll do when I go through these, obviously we're looking at open interest and volume, but I'm also looking at the Greeks. The Greeks don't look bad actually for a 0-day. Any other type of trade, those Greeks would not be good, but for For a 0 day, that's not bad at all. So yeah, I mean, let's see how many people they got at the party. So there's a decent amount next to the money on CCJ. So this will be a trade that you could deem as viable. We'll get a little deeper though after we analyze contracts. Oh, excuse me. Okay, let's keep it going. Actually, let me set this alert real quick. Right. So we are looking at 22.49, pretty close at 22.45. A little note to self, this is 312, 24 hour, above 22.49. Real short, sweet, to the point. Set my alert below the trigger point, because if I want to take the trade, then I need time to pull up contracts and get myself together. Again, you got to get your trading mechanics in terms of your step-by-steps and getting in and out of trades. So again, understand how many steps it takes for you to enter and exit a trade on the platform that you're using. So like for instance, E-Trade from the desktop is like 4 steps from the time you select the contract to the time you actually enter and put the order in. So I do the first 3 steps and then wait on that 4th step for that trigger to occur. So, once my alert hit at 22.45, I began to pull up contracts, and then I would have the contracts that I'm waiting on to enter, and I would just have my order ready to go. So essentially that 4th step would be like in the instance of like E-Trade, it would just say place trade. So then once it crossed and made the 312, I would then select, place trade on my platform. So you can correlate that with the platform you're using. I know TOS has the one trade method and whatever, but just understanding that you need to get in and out of the trades on time. You don't want to wait till it breaks, then start to pull up contracts, then start to like try to analyze and all that. Like you losing money at that point. So be mindful of that. So let's keep it going. And Southwestern Energy probably looks good too. They don't have people at the party. Also, Lockheed Martin. This is a trade that we're currently in. We had I forgot what January strikes we had, but we had some January strikes, but we're sitting in June 400 strikes on these. So yeah, we're up real big. But as far as tomorrow goes, we are looking quite nice for tomorrow, looking like a 312. Looks like we closed above that broadening formation. We got 312 above 395.95. You could take that to that first magnitude there at 398.98. I would want to see it push up to this broadening formation. So that would be the first target is 398.98, and then my second target would most likely be the top of that broadening formation here. So whatever level that is, 403.02. So yeah, I mean, for Lockheed, that's like a 2% move. So it's not a large move. $8 might sound like a lot, but it's not. So yeah, I'm gonna set an alert on this one for sure. This is a for sure alert. I'll take this trade. The contract should not be too expensive. What we got to be mindful of is the amount of contracts they have. There may not be many people at the party. 395.85. It's my alert level. $395. Surprisingly, well, we 2 up on the week. Yeah, this thing looks good. The day we gapped up and held up and came back. So I like the way Lockheed Martin, that thing keeps going. I want to see what those 400s are at. I hadn't checked today. Yeah, we got those 400s at like $3.50 or like right below that, and they're at 18.29. So that's the kind of trades we want to be in. But as far as tomorrow, though, that one looks bullish as you know what. So looks like a lot of these defense is like defense in oil. You got Northrop Grumman that's on there. Not probably. I would imagine not. Usually has a lower amount of interest in volume. Yeah. See, LMT. That's still okay for a non-standard week for LMT. So, yeah, it's some contracts. But again, it's not a popular stock, so people don't really know about it like that. So I like it. So let's keep going down the list here. We got Kroger. I'm not gonna look at General Dynamics. They're just like LMT. Damn, I got all kind of broad informations on Kroger. So yeah, Kroger here. We got a strong inside candle on the 4-hour. That is a very good looking 4-hour. Kroger looks good. Kroger has broad informations above his head though. So I'll mark the level. We'll see. 44.52. 47. 44, 48. Oh shit. This one here is in conflict though. What is this? A 2 down on the day? Yeah. Kroger didn't know what the hell they wanted to do today. So yeah, I don't know. You do got a rev on the day as well. Above the higher day. That would be more of the alert that I would want to see before I enter it though, would be the daily alert. There just seems to be broad informations in the way. But once you get above that daily level, it looks like there's a little bit more room to run. So the daily, basically if you're a real strat above 45.31. Keep it moving. Next one I want to look at is Abivi, then Verizon. Well, look at there. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, this is one right here. Like, you got full time frame continuity. You've got the alert. You got the setup. The macros are in continuity. Hey, we'll see what happens overnight. But even though it's a healthcare stock, this one looks bullish. You got 2 triggers. You got a daily trigger and a 4-hour trigger. Your first 4-hour trigger is 145.48. That Abivi looks fire. I took all my broad informations off, so I got to draw new BFs on this thing. It's hard to do it one-on-one when you got all the damn lines in the way. 145.65. Yeah, that one looks fire. I ain't gonna lie, that looks fire. Abbeville looks strong. Verizon, what y'all doing up in here? Communications. Oh, look at you. I don't trust you though. So here's when I look at it. It looked good, right? But look at some of the macros. They got conflict on the macros. Quarter and year is green. Week and month is red. Day is red. Week, obviously. So, now you got green on the 4 hour. Looks like it came close to touching that broad information. The setup, though, itself, in and of itself, looks good. Looks like it could go and fill the gap, all that kind of stuff. There's a little bitty gap, but this is one of those you kind of like, you don't put on your primary list. It's like secondary. If the sector goes, if the sector does well, then maybe you could play it, but it's not one that you want to like put on your primary, but not disregard it at the same time. You don't want to be like, oh man, I seen the setup, but I didn't. You want to have it in your purview, but not feel obligated to have it in your first tier, I guess is the right word. The sector's not, it's out of continuity. We just looked at Abbeville and all the levels are green. So, it's like comparatively, if you're gonna mess around in sectors that aren't the strongest right now, you kind of make a decision like between the last two we done saw is a good illustration of that. What is the high? 52.69.
So Earl, with the Abbeville, we can take the 4 hour trigger or the daily.
Pretty much, yep. Okay. And you can do the same on Verizon, but this trigger looks more. This trigger looks not as good. It's not as appealing. So yeah, that's why I say you can have it as a trigger because it does give you a nice looking setup, but it's not as good as like the Abbeville setup.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, for sure. So that's why I didn't even worry about setting the daily trigger. It's gonna have to hit the 4 hour trigger before I even look at it. Like to really like, unless everything else that I'm looking at does, goes the opposite way. But as you can see, though, looks like another healthcare stock, Pfizer, is giving us a strong 4 hour setup. Again, this one here is similar to Verizon, where it's down. The macros are to the downside, except for the day. So from that perspective, you're just like, I don't know. It's just conflict. So you can mark it, you know what I mean? You can keep it on, your watch or whatever, but that's what I mean when people ask me, like, what trades did you, like, well, how did you know to take that trade over this trade and stuff like that? This is why. Gotta kind of look at some of those things. Like, if I see a trigger in the bullish sector that we're playing, which is like oil and materials, then those are ones that I would think would hold priority because we know those have been running up and doing well versus the ones that have been doing good for half a day and been getting toe off the last whatever period of time. So just kind of making those assessments on your own will help you kind of know what to prioritize. And you know what I'm thinking when I make my list. A question in the chat. Okay, good. Let's see. Got AA. Got CPB from last week's watch list. So let's take a look at CPB, Campbell Soup, and then we're going to take a look at whatever the last one was. I forgot. So yeah, Campbell Soup. This one here is giving us another trigger. It looks like bounce off the broadening formation, major broadening formation at that. Looks like we try to push back and get to the levels that we were before. It's pretty obvious what CPB is trying to do on the micros. We'll see if it can flip those macros back green again. As far as tomorrow, you kind of look at it like you did the other ones, same deal. It looks like Staples as far as the sector is going to be strong tomorrow. So this may recover and take care of everything that it lost today, which, could potentially happen. But you look at it for what it is. But yeah, again, we've seen some other setups that look fire too. So CPB, I'm gonna set the trigger on the 4 hour. We'll see what happens. I'm not gonna set the day trigger. And last one on this list right here is AA. This one should look decent, I would think. Yeah. This is interesting. So yeah, so AA made an outside week and outside day. But as we know, material has been going up. So if we go and look at XME, yeah, so it's following the sector. XME looks bullish for tomorrow. So again, this is one of those cases where this sector that has been up all year. So you give it some grace because this sector's been bullish overall. So this is one of those things where you look at versus it's the inverse of those stocks that we were looking at that have been in down sectors that are giving bullish signals. It's like, no. So you look at it the same way for those stocks that are in the bullish sectors. It's like, well, if we do like you've been doing the last 2 months, this could just be another TTO back up to this next broadening formation level. That sounds pretty plausible to me. You know what I mean? So you just kind of formulate those thought processes in your mind, and that's why you can say, this is a pump fake on some stocks, and some stocks they're gonna go right back into continuity. So this is one of those AA where you would make you would look at it and say, can't look at it just for the setup. You got to understand that also the sector that it's in, some of the fundamentals. So like it could be a situation where this one continues to push up. Some people are in X, some people are in CO left, but it's the same concept with all those stocks that are in XME. XME is bullish as hell. So I would think anything that's in there is pretty much going to be bullish as well. You just need to make sure you got solid entries. But as far as tomorrow, gives you the hammer candle. You've got the 312 potential tomorrow above point of control. So that's good. I like when those setups are there. 73.45 would be my trigger point. I don't know why it's doing that. Yeah, so now make a quick note to myself. 73.51. We also got the outside day, so we got to keep that in mind too. We just like the way it reacted off the broadening formation. Is probably one of those things you look at too. Now, what you got? Yeah, true. That from CCJ was the first one we looked at. That thing looks dumb fire, bro. Yeah, we looked at that one a little while ago. We got the alert set there. Surprisingly, look at that KO. KO looks strong for continuation on the 4 hour. And yeah, and that's a good thing. Just to clarify too, like a lot of folks, I'm looking for entries. So like if they're already running and it's more of a continuation, those aren't the ones that I'm going to pull up on these lists. These are ones that have potentially good entries for tomorrow. Some are just like two up already. You just got to get it in. If you're going to get in, you just got to get in where you fit in. Look for an intraday setup or something. But these we're looking for like clean setups we can get in and not feel like we're chasing anything, getting a clean entry. So that's the whole thought process behind it. When I see these, when they're already two up on the 4 hour, that's okay. I'll look to the day to see if there's something there. In this case for Coke, we got a 2 down hammer on the days, one of the most fire setups I know that y'all like in the pack. 2 down hammer on the days. I like 2 down hammer on the week. So we in it together. I know what y'all seeing. As y'all know, I don't typically day trade. I'm usually swinging, so I like to indulge on Fridays. 2-2 rev on the day. 60-62. Yeah. I'll take a look at Hood and then Chewy. Hood look good on the week. So yeah, Hood looks good on the week. It's already in continuation on the 4 hour and the day. I mean, yeah, that one's just gonna keep going tomorrow. That's. I mean, this looks like continuation. So again, if you were to take a trade on this one, you have to find just a entry point intraday. There's no clean setup for you right now, but it looks solid though. Looks like it's gonna keep going tomorrow. I don't see nothing about it. It's gonna make it fall. So it looks solid. Chewy. My boy Chewy Hyuga be goddamn beating the hell out of Chewy every day. We weighing him out. All right, let's get into it. What we got here on Chewy? We got 2 down on the week, 2 down on the day. The day setup looks the most fire. I need to draw some broad informations on it, but it looks like the 2 down on the day that look fire. Yep, it sure is. Daily red strat. You got your PMG right up above it. And I don't even play PMGs. They just have to be a byproduct of something I'm getting in, but that looks fire. We're gonna set that. What that boy Chewy Hyuga at? Hey. I'll give him a tip of the cap. Yeah. Let's see what Chewy talking about. All right. Let's see. We don't look like we got too many requests in the chat. So let me throw up another scan and see what else. See what else we got there. We got about 15 more minutes. I want to do. I don't have the inside day on here. I'm about to switch this one to the day. Wow, it's only 2 tickers with inside days. That is hilarious. Oh, 2 down. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, everything went 2 down today. So Riot and Mara looking like I ain't said those two. I ain't said those two in forever. Riot and Mara. Yeah. So now you could take the 2 down scan and you could probably find a whole bunch. There's probably like 300 stocks just like with that setup. But we not finna go through all of those. We're gonna cherry pick some and see if y'all, what I just do? See if there's something in the chat that y'all want to look at. But yeah, Riot looks fire. It's at $16.25. Wow. It's in conflict though. I did want to look at it though. Maybe good for a run tomorrow though. Tomorrow, similar deal. Fire set up on the day and make its way back to this broadening formation. You got another rev strat on Mara as well. Rev strat above 2302. WBA. Yeah, it's a lot of rev strat setups. You just got to know where the money resides. This is probably a gang of them. There's another one here, WBA. Again, another rev strat, 2-2 rev on the day, 45-44 be your trigger. Good. Again, and you. And you look good, but yeah, that week. Yeah, we gotta get back to $10 to take the week back, Greg. That's crazy. But yeah, that week it's just got a lot of conflict. But yeah, it looks good though. The micro. Man, it's got some magnitude too, man. That's $7.94. At Abbott Laboratories. It's another healthcare. Yeah, I like Abbott. Uh-oh. $118.92. Interesting. Yeah, Abbott looks fire for tomorrow. I ain't gonna lie. It's just got the damn conflict on the macros. What else? What else? OPAD. Whew, that thing's strong. That's strong. The quarter. Okay, so quarters. Okay, quarter ain't going back right no time. So 656. Okay. Just trying to check out some levels. It look good though, especially for tomorrow. Look at that volume gap on the week. Look at that. You're gonna have some fun if you're already in there. It's one of them stocks that might gap up to the top of the to the top of the level. That one looks fire. What? Y'all ain't throwing too many out there today. Y'all chilling. Y'all like, hell nah. So we got war. I'm chilling. What we got? What else we got? 2 up Invex. Solid. There's so many damn rail strats. It's crazy. There's another one, Invex. Healthcare stocks though looking super vicious though. They ain't gonna be playing around tomorrow. They ain't gonna lie. Healthcare stocks not looking like they with the they BSing today. Sheesh. What else? Yeah, she want all the smoke, nerd. Like I'm like, I don't know. That's about the 6, 7 damn healthcare stock I've seen. Bullish. I mean, Abbeville looked the best because it had continuity with its setup. But I mean, we seen some other ones too. What else did we see on here? I did mark levels on a few. Oh yeah, LMT, Abbeville, Kroger. Kroger had conflict. A lot of them had conflict though, as they know. As you know. Yep, they did. And CCJ was another one that we looked at. But yeah, we got a new COVID strain. Let's go. This strain gonna give you the goddamn. Never mind. Let me stop. All right. We got the rev strat set up. Hold on. Did it go outside today? Oh yeah, it went outside today. Okay. All right, Best Buy. To be honest though, I ain't fooling with nothing in discretionary yet. That's my next sector I'm looking at though. But this war shit might slow down my rotation cycle on discretionaries. But yeah, I'm waiting on discretionaries to rotate. That's what I'm looking at next. Well, just consumer stocks in general. But yeah, discretionaries though for sure. We'll see. Stuff like war throws off cycles, so we'll see what happens. All right, Boeing. Boeing should be looking decent. Yeah, that's what I figured. Oh, I'm looking up Boeing. That's the new strain's name, BA2. What? Man, they need to cut it out. They need to cut it. Well, speaking of BA, drop back down under $200 this week. Boeing being a turd like always. 2 down rail strat on the day. So you want to play Boeing? You got 2-2 rev on the day above 198.86. That goddamn Boeing is from a third world country. That boy. Let's keep it going. See what else we can check out. Fastly, AMD, NVIDIA. Woo! See all these damn broad formations there? Okay. Brown information. Let's see. Looks like we closed we closed at it. It's conflict. I'm gonna leave that alone. What we got? Etsy. Oh, AMD got, oh yeah. AMD was up. They pulled back. Let's check out Etsy. Ooh, yeah. Big boy gap up. Big boy gap. All right. Go from 128 to 163. Yeah. God damn, Etsy. Whoa. It just clicked in my brain. Etsy is in the 100s. I hadn't looked at Etsy in weeks. Wow. That is quite remarkable. Any of y'all play comments, man, y'all better be looking for some value. I ain't saying just for Etsy, I'm just saying in general. Damn, Etsy. That's what I said. Damn. They super clapped y'all asses over the last couple months. Super clap. Perfect. This got taken out. Woo. Man, Tyson Chicken been busting up until this last couple weeks, though. That thing had went up to $100. I forgot who took that trade, but that thing kept going. Tyson Chicken don't look bad for tomorrow. Staples. Man, it's Staples. We know what Staples can do. Looks like we sitting on top of the point of control to close the day, so that's a decent sign that we could pop back to the upside tomorrow. Got the rev strap. Okay, we got some better looking ones, but yeah, that one's definitely a rev strap. Crazy though. That drop on Etsy was insane. Laser, Airbnb, Lucid. Whew, look at that laser. Whew, that thing hit that broad information and bounced. Ooh, that's what the reaction you want to see. You know how long ago I put these broad informations? I just create them and then let them do what they do. I don't be making this stuff up. Man, look at that bounce. Jesus. Whew. I don't like the BF over his head, though. That might be an issue for tomorrow. It might not be, just depends on how much strength we got out of this bounce, though. But Jesus. There's some orders down there. All right, laser look fire. God. 2-2 rail above 1403. I'm gonna set the trigger. God damn it. Shit. Laser though, it's not something I would wanna. It's not first tier, but it's just a small cap I'm gonna throw in there. A lot of conflict. So. All right, laser. Throw one small cap in there. Lucid Airbnb. I mean, it's the same thing. We just seeing the same thing over and over again. Same deal. I mean, hell, if XLY does go, then yeah, but I don't trust XLY, nothing in XLY either. That's kind of why I'm staying away from certain tickers. Nothing wrong with them, it's just the sector they're in. Yeah, you got Tesla, Piton, it's a lot of XLK. I look at stuff that we want to look at stuff that we know ain't gonna pump fake. It's gonna keep going, like this CLF right here. CLF at $19. That's something, I feel a little bit better about something like that. Ooh. Right. That's something I feel like, all right, we got bullish on the macros, and I got a micro setup that I could take a day trade on. That's what we mean when we hit these combo packs. Yeah, the rest of this stuff, XLC, XLY, XLK. I ain't touching them sectors. Not for the MER. I mean, yeah, you might get some bullish out of them. I'm not touching them though. It's a trap. That's bait.
Too much popping at once, ain't it?
Yeah, they gonna chop them up. They gonna go up a little bit. They gonna chop their ass up. I was like, I'm gonna stick to the stuff that's already been bullish. And shoot, that's okay, because the other stuff could go off, have a good day, everything go off, but it's about playing the probabilities. Yeah, so Costco, this is more solid, more of a solid sector, even though Staples been getting, they've been choppy the last few weeks, they dropping and stuff like that. But overall, they've held up compared to the other sectors. And what's the top two right now? That's XME, metals and mining, and XLE, energy, and it's not even close. So looking for AA, X, CLF, and anything that's got oil around it. We don't see no oil setups though. Everything else is kind of like, I don't know, kind of throw it up in the air. Them like possibles when you playing spades. You see what I'm saying? I need some books. So yeah, it look like tomorrow though, healthcare gonna be the one out of the sectors that haven't been moving like that. Healthcare is gonna be the one. LAC, very bullish on LAC, like super bullish on it. My preference would be to play common stock, to play shares on that. Options will move, but you need to buy them and hold long. They're not like a day trade scout. Try to play it for a week or something. You need to buy it, hold it for a long time, play the option like that. But the preference would be shares. You want to accumulate that asset because lithium ain't even started to go yet. And you got all this pullback right now, so it's a good time to buy in. Regardless, I mean, the options are good. They're just not going to be super volatile. You're just going to be, you're going to be like me, holding them things for a minute. But, I think the preference would be shares. Me and Boss Game both got shares at LAC. I haven't played options on LAC since before we started the Alpha Pack. That's the last time I played options on. They just don't, the returns. It's about the return on an investment. It's not about like, you get some winning trades 100%, but they don't pay, the way that some of the others that we play. Just accumulate that asset. That's one that's gonna bubble. That's gonna bubble. So yeah. I'm very, very bullish on them. But I'm very bullish on NEE also, new energy company and XLU, but I don't play options on them. got to place shares on them. It's just certain stocks. It's just they're about the asset. So yeah, what else we got, peoples? What else we got? Cool. Well, I guess with that, I'm gonna let y'all have it. I think we went through plenty. If you do want to keep looking, check out some of the rail strat setups. You can use some scanners because there's a lot. There's about almost 300 that I just looked at on that list that I pulled with stocks with the rail strat setup. So good luck with that. I think we kind of identified like the sectors, even the individuals, some of the individuals that have some good potential to go tomorrow. But just to reiterate, based on what I'm seeing on the scanner, we've got a lot of bullish healthcare setups. The best of those was Abivai, but there are some others as well. We saw a lot of good setups overall. The challenge is the majority of them, probably 90, 95% of them are in conflict because majority of the sectors have been down. And so that day is kind of like the first day where stocks kind of showed some real strength in certain sectors. So just being cognizant of that and that, some of these setups will be in conflict if you're going to take them. But again, we want to find those that are already moving up in continuity, or maybe you can trade them back into continuities, things like that, versus trying to fight or get in a trade that's in conflict. So it's just a matter of preference. You can win. Doesn't mean that you can't win when they're not. Doesn't mean you can't win when they're in conflict. It's just your probability. You just want all the stars to align in your favor. And there's some setups that allow for that. And so if you want to keep looking, again, there's plenty of rail strat setups. But I'm looking for, it looks like there's no oil setups for tomorrow, more continuation. So my thought process is material stocks, the Alcoas of the world, the X's and the CLFs are those that you can play in sectors that should continue to go up regardless. And then looks like healthcare and maybe staples are the two other sectors that are kind of like in between that might try to do something tomorrow. Everything else though, discretionary, communications, tech, all that, I would lean more to thinking those are pump fakes more than anything. But again, it could be a pump fake for everything. So I just like to stick to what's already been going. It's probably the more logical bet there. But again, you all know some of these stocks better than me. So if you plan them and you used to plan them, then you may have some institutional knowledge that I don't have. So ain't nothing wrong with trusting your gut on some of these plays, but just trying to give you, some overall market insights. And so, yeah, if you got any questions, follow us, just shoot me a DM, whatever. And I'll let y'all go for the rest of the night. Peace. And can't even talk tonight. Let y'all go for the rest of the night. Peace, family. I'll catch y'all in the morning. Later.